So I woke up this morning and Onyx is sick. And I am so stressed. I am absolutely stressed. I have to go call his vet. I mean, I'm putting him down. He's just lying there. I don't know. I don't know what happened to him. Like, he's literally in my lap and he jumped off last night, but this is crazy. Yeah, guys, I couldn't even talk. I mean, I was so devastated. I was in so much tears. I couldn't do any video with my face. I'm just so sad, you know? The thing is, I thought it was a jump out of my lap, but it wasn't that. I actually gave... Onyx was itching his ear, right? So I called the vet and I asked the vet, what should I do? Because I don't like the fact that he's itching his ear and kind of making some whimpering sounds. So I asked her what to do and she said I was supposed to mix like 1 tablespoon to 2 tablespoons of white vinegar and have a few drips or a drip in his ear and clean around it. And I wasn't so sure, so I called my mom because she has a lot of dogs, not as small as mine, but she's had dogs, and mommy told me to buy a solvent that is, I don't want to blame any company, so I won't show you guys the product, but it's made up of, what is this? Cypermethrin, sorry, I bought one of those, but smelling it is so strong, so I said, you know what, he's like at 1 pound, 1.6 pounds, really small dog. So I didn't even put a drip in the cork. I literally just took the cork up, and you know when you usually have liquid in a bottle and the cork is a little wet with the liquid, that's the only liquid that was in the cork. And I filled it up with some water. I dip a cotton in it and I clean his ear and I allowed a few drips in his ear. He shook his head and went about his merry way. That was like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Right back until in the night when he fell out of my lap and still up and down all about the place, giving bag of problems. Went to bed okay. Woke up this morning, I wasn't hearing him at all. Usually by 5 o'clock he's up, and I'm usually up by 5 too. He's up, trying to get out, trying to eat. This time he was just there, so I thought he was sleeping. 6:30 I came out. I was on my computer. I see that his eyes are still closed, but he's breathing. So I'm like, okay, he's still sleeping. 6:45, I'm like, hell no. Can't be that tired. I mean, he had the whole night to sleep. So I called his name and he looked up at me, but he didn't get up. And I realized he's wet. So he was actually peeing on himself. Couldn't get up to use the paper to pee. Couldn't get up to walk. He was just lying there to pee on himself. So he actually wanted to pee again, and I saw him struggling to get up, and he just peed on himself again. Called the vet. By this time it was pure traffic. Called the vet because she's supposed to come here. None of the vet places are open this early. Called the vet. She wouldn't be able to reach to me because it was so early in the morning with the traffic, the morning traffic. She couldn't get to me. So I realized that JSPCA, which is like Jamaica Pound, Jamaica. I don't remember what JSPCA stands for right now. Cruelty to animals, something like that. But it's like a pound, but it's a really amazing place. I didn't expect it to be so amazing. I was going to go by a clinic on Hope Road, but of course the traffic wouldn't allow me to. So I went over to GSPCA and came in. They gave him immediate attention. I mean, put him on the scale, told him that he fell out of my lap. They're like, probably some neurological problems, because by this time he was holding his head with his paw and tilting to one side. So I thought that was the thing. Then I told them that my mom recommended something and I tried it. And they asked me the name of the product, and I told them the name of the product. And everybody in the place, all the veterinarians were like, oh no, get him the saline, get him this, get like a whole panic. So the product that I put in his ear obviously caused some kind of allergic reaction where it actually poisoned his body, you know. They were saying that if I actually followed the direction of the product to bathe him in it, he would not be here with me today. He would not have lived through the night. So it poisons the brain, it poisons the body, so he can suffer from a neurological problem. He can also suffer from a kidney problem. They flushed his system with the saline, but because he's so small, they couldn't find his veins. They couldn't find a needle to go into his veins. Anyway, they do something. We saw the little boy bleeding out because they finally found a vein and he's bleeding. Not too much blood, but to me, too much for my puppy, you know. The saline they had to drip it like so slowly because his body is so small, he can't take too much fluids. So they gave him the saline. I had to admit him. He's not here with me now. He got a lot of seizures. At one point he got so stiff and his mouth was frothing. He was frothing at his mouth. Fluid coming out of his nose. His eyes are bulging. They gave him another medication to relax his muscles so that the saline can... Man, I have some people will say it's just a dog, why the emotions, why the pain, but I think real dog lovers, true dog lovers, true animal lovers will understand that it's just like a family member, you know. They mean so much to you. They make your lives so whole. And because he's so young and I took him from the breeders, and my whole intention and effort in life is to keep him as safe as he possibly can, you know. Provide a safe home for him because, come on, he's defenseless. I am his leader, you know. So, honestly, I felt as though I failed him. I know my mom meant the best. She really wanted him to just get rid of the itching. So hence her recommendation, but I should have listened to the veterinarian. But I'm going to visit him in the afternoon to see if he's better by then. But they're saying because his body is so small, they don't know what's going to happen. So I'll give you more updates soon. But this is really stressful, it's really hurting me. Yeah.